our isometric exercises are going to be the pendulums, and what we would do for this is we'd have the patient kind of lean on the table, and with their injured arm, we have them go in a counterclockwise motion for about 30 seconds. And when that time's up, we'll have them stop, take a 30-second break, and then we're going to go clockwise for another 30 seconds. And that's going to be one set. We'd have them do 3 sets of this. Would be like 6 total exercises. And when we're doing this, we want to make sure that they are not actively moving the muscles. They're just going to let their body do most of the motion, and their hand and arm is just swaying with the momentum from the body. Alright, another one of our isometric exercises is going to be passively, internally, and externally rotating. And what we're going to be doing is 3 sets of 10, and we're going to be using a wand or a stick in order to do that. And at the end of each rep, you're going to, once you get to about where you can feel a good stretch, you're going to hold it for about 30 seconds, and then you're going to go back in. And that'd be 1 rep. And we're going to have them laying down on the table, and we're going to have a towel in between the elbow and the body to help them keep their elbow inside so that they don't chicken wing out, because that's one thing that we're going to be looking for. So we have the towel here, you're going to hold this, and then they're going to use, if this is the injured arm, we're going to have this arm do all the work. So this arm is going to be pushing out the external rotation, hold for about 30 seconds, and then this arm again is going to pull inward for internal rotation. Again, when it gets to about a good stretch, hold that for 30 seconds, and then back out again in 3 sets of 10. Alright, another one of our isometric exercises is going to be pulleys. You can do this with a pulley or a rope. You're going to have it above you, and we're going to go for 5 minutes in flexion first, and then we're going to do 5 minutes of scaption. What we're looking for here is the injured arm is again just going along for a ride. It's holding onto the rope, and your left arm, or your strong arm, is doing all the work. It's doing the main pulling, and then this one's just going to fall down with it. We're looking for smooth, controlled movement. We're going to do this for 5 minutes. Once that 5 minutes is up, we're going to go to scaption. So the arm's going to be about 45 degrees, and same thing. Slow and smooth, controlled up and down motion, with the injured arm just going for the ride, and the strong arm is doing all the work. Another one of our beginning stage exercises is going to be the prayer stretch. This is going to help with the range of motion. And what it is, you're going to just grasp your fingers and hold them like you're praying, and then elbows are on the table. Then you're just going to slowly scoot your stool out until you can feel a stretch, and then slowly scoot back in. So your legs are doing all the work in this exercise. You're just working on stretching out and working on the range of motion. And what we're going to be doing this for about 5 minutes. That's what this exercise has in store. Our beginning stage exercises is going to be the towel internal rotation stretch. What we're going to do is we're going to have a towel. You're going to put it around your head. You're going to hold on to it back here, if this being the injured arm. Hold on to it, and then you're going to use your left arm, just pull up until you feel a stretch, then let it back down. Then pull back up, let it back down. We're going to do this also for about 5 minutes, and that's what this exercise is. Exercises to work on range of motion is going to be the UBE. And since we're going to work on the range of motion, we're going to have the uninjured arm do all of the work. So the injured arm is just going to hold on, and it's going to just go for a ride. So my left arm right now is doing all the pushing and pulling. My right arm, or my injured arm, is the one that's just kind of going for a ride. We're just working on the range of motion. And since we're just doing range of motion, it can be on a light resistance. You don't have to be working too hard with this, especially in the beginning stages. For the beginning stages, to work on strength, we're going to do bicep and tricep curls with the TheraBand. And since it's going to be beginning stages, we're going to want to use a light color because there's not that much resistance. So what we can do is we can stand on it. So we have pretty good resistance. And then for biceps, we're just going to go up and down. We're working nice and easy, controlled. We're only going to go to 90 degrees. And then for tricep, and we're going to do 3 sets of 10 for these. And then we're going to do triceps. It's going to be very similar, same setup. We're just going to extend back. Again, we want to be very slow and controlled. Work on concentric and eccentric muscles. And again, it's going to be 3 sets. Another one of our beginning exercises to work on strength is going to be shoulder shrugs. And since this is going to be a beginning stage, we're going to have no weights in our hand. We're just going to have a nice base, standing up normal, and you're just going to shrug your shoulders up and then back down. You don't want to see them go up and then just go down suddenly. You want to have smooth and controlled the whole time. All the way up, hold, all the way back down. We're going to do this 3 sets of 10. Another exercise for the beginning to work on strength is going to be shoulder retraction. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to retract our shoulders back, pinching the shoulder blades together, and then back to normal. And then back. When we're doing this, you want to hold for about 5 seconds, relax, go back, hold for 5 seconds, and relax again. And we're going to be doing this 3 sets of 10. A final exercise we're going to do for the beginning stages is going to be rhythmic stabilization. And what I'm going to have the patient do is we're going to work at 2 different angles for this. We're going to have 90 degrees and 60 degrees. And for 90 degrees, what we're going to have the patient do is he's going to have his arms straight up like this, and he's just going to relax. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting back and forth like this, and he's going to have to try to keep his arm as steady as he can. So you don't let your hand move. Try to keep it in the same spot. We're going to be doing this for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then we're going to take a little break, about a minute or so, and then we're going to do it again. We're going to do this 3 times at 90 degrees, and then we're going to come down, and we're going to go at 60 degrees, and same thing. We're going to do about 20 to 30 seconds of this stabilization. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to do it again. And I'm looking for him to try to keep his hand as close to the same point as possible. We don't want to see him really waving around too much. And since this is only a beginning exercise, we're really not going to be using too much force when we're moving his hand. It's going to be a nice little light tapping to work on the proprioceptors in the shoulder.